Welcome back to another Handyman Land video. Today I have two WEN products to unbox and review. And this is not a sponsored video. I purchased these with my own money. So let's head on over to the workshop and open up these boxes. Don't worry ladies, when I'm done I'll let you free range. Here we have WEN's multi-purpose saw stand, WEN's spiral cutter head 8-inch joiner. Now, I did not purchase this multi-purpose saw stand for the joiner, but if I end up liking it, I just might keep it for the joiner. I actually purchased this for the DeWalt planer. I purchased this planer about a year ago and it's still in the box. But hopefully by the end of this week, I've gotten all these boxes open and have these tools in the place where they should be. Now we're going to go ahead and start with this saw stand. Okay, so we have our instructions. Okay. Oh yeah, that's heavy. These are our roller supports. Nice. Bag of hardware. So I don't know what's connected to this. So it looks like our base. And we have another box, pretty heavy. See what's in this box here. Nice. It's our foot pedal. So we have here our tabletop. It's very heavy. Also comes with a shelf. Nice. 2 rotor supports, 2 extension arms, 2 shelf brackets, 4 legs, our pedal assembly, 4 lock knobs, our base assembly, and we have 32 carriage bolts, 38 M8 hex nuts, 38 8mm washers. One of mine's had an accident. 2 Phillips screws, 4 M8 bolts with full threads, 2 M8 bolts with partial threads. And I'm going to use my stubby socket set, and you're going to need a 13mm socket. Okay, now take your table, flip it upside down. First thing we're connecting are the legs. If you look carefully, this will be your top, and this will be the bottom. You just line up these 4 holes with those 4 holes, and your leg gets mounted on the outside, not the inside. Outside. And for each hole you're going to need 1 carriage bolt, a nut, and a washer. Put your bolt on first, then on the inside a washer, then the nut. Okay, just like so. And go ahead and repeat that process 3 more times. And once you have all 4 legs in, now you take your extension arms here, slide them in. Take a good look the direction that it's facing. Your high point will be facing towards the bottom of your table. Now grab your 2 Phillips screws. There's your extension arm, and these 2 Phillips screws goes one in there and one in this hole. And you're going to need a drill for this because they are self-tapping. And what those Phillips screws do is to prevent your extension arm from falling out. Grab 2 lock knobs. One goes here and one goes there. Now for the next step is the base. So I'm gonna keep the table on the table and connect my base. A little trickier than it seems. Okay, I have to loosen up one of the legs. Now I loosened up one of the legs in order to get them all to fall in. And to connect it to the base, each leg you're going to need 2 bolts, 2 washers, 2 nuts. Okay, I have everything tightened up. If you're having a hard time trying to get the bolt in, then you're just going to have to loosen it up a little bit more at the bottom. And once you have them all in, then just go around and make sure everything's tight. So it's the next day, and this is what I woke up to. It was getting a little late last night, and I just had to stop filming. And I was expecting some snow, but not this iced over type. It's basically a sheet of ice on top. It's probably good for sledding. And the next part is our pedal assembly. At the bottom of your base, you'll see 2 holes. And that's where we'll be installing our pedal assembly, with our casting wheel on the inside of your table. Now grab your partially threaded bolts, 2 washers and 2 nuts. Insert your bolts. Gotta find the hole on the opposite side. Get a washer in there. Use my adjustable wrench on this side and I'll ratchet it on the opposite side. Now the next thing you're going to grab is your shelf brackets. And to install your brackets, you're going to need 4 carriage bolts, 4 nuts, and 4 washers. If you look at your bracket, you'll have square holes on both sides. The ones on the outer ends of the bracket go on the inside, and that's what mounts to your legs, like so. Okay, over there, washer, and your nut. Then you're going to repeat the same process for the opposite side. And next up is our shelf. And you line up these square holes on all 4 ends to these square holes on your bracket. And the same thing, 4 carriage bolts, nuts, and 4 washers. Now all that's left is the 2 roller supports and the 2 lock knobs. Now you should have this hardware left over. And this hardware is for you to hold on to until you decide what power tool you'll be using this table for. As for me, I think I'll be using it for this 8-inch joiner or my DeWalt planer. I'm not sure yet. As for the pedal, I love it. It's great. Just very simple. And now you could roll it around your shop. And to lock it back in place, it's not going nowhere. Especially once you put the weight of your machine on there, it's very sturdy. This work stand is great if you have a small shop, because you could take this and basically park it anywhere. One thing I could say about this, it is very well made. They made this to last a long time. This couldn't take a beating. I believe when I purchased this, I paid $150 for it. It's a little on the pricey side, but when you're dealing with small workshops, this is what you need. I was planning on building something similar, but time is money and I didn't have the time. So I saved up my pennies and lunch money and got me a new toy. Next on our list is the WEN 8-inch joiner. I'm about to let the girls out for a little bit. They're like, hey, what is this white stuff? Come on, don't worry. You gotta go for it. Just jump. You can do it. You chickened out. My chicken chickened out.